you mentioned critical incident technique. Uh,
Yeah.
if you could tell us what is the right use case scenario for it, take an example, and what is the kind of data it can give, or which is more granular than a
Yeah.
traditional research technique.
About like 10, 15 years ago, there was this development done by, stalwarts who were fortunately my bosses at Unilever and HUL, and even like stalwarts like you, and even in famous companies like Research International. We knew that we were hunting for stories, and we were establishing this new technique called critical incident technique, which
Mm,
later on came to be known as moments,
mm,
where expert people who
mm,
can really talk the language of consumers
mm,
can actually get to the point in the past
mm,
to actually figure out what made a person shift from A to B. Yeah. And this shift is so critical for marketing tasks
mm,
that without it, having generic consumer understanding was not helping us anymore, because we all wanted to be disruptive, and therefore we all wanted to catch those stories of the past,
mm,
but narrated in the manner which is like really contextual, which captures all the influence, which
mm,
captures all the triggers, barriers, which captures all the stereotype, and we can understand what has been the journey,
mm,
and therefore come to that critical incident was critical to make sure our communications, our activations,
mm,
even our innovations, even the way we practice marketing is all based on that one story of that one consumer in the past, which made her shift from a completely, let's say having home remedies to having something like a multivitamin supplement. Yeah.
mm, mm,
And that shift is a big shift in that particular life of that
mm,
consumer, and during that time. Now it's
mm,
very important to capture that story rather than today going and asking her about, like, what would you want in a supplement, or what will you
mm.
make you shift to a supplement, because those are like probably claimed
Yeah.
answers which can never really answer the real stuff. So
Mm,
therefore, this thing of like, whenever we are researching something which is for the future, it
mm,
is very important to go back to the past, think of a similar situation, make sure you, let's say, you are talking to the consumer in as if like you are, her mother, or you are her daughter almost, and
mm,
making sure that that mother tells her story of the past, of that
mm,
particular incident
mm,
when she shifted. And generally what happens is that
mm,
whatever reasons, functional reasons, we know about
mm,
some movement from let's say a homemade home remedy to a multivitamin supplement,
mm,
uh, uh, actually the reason is completely different. The reason is
mm.
something big which has happened in her life. The
Yeah,
reason might be just like a show of status
yeah,
for the let's say the mother to her mother-in-law, or
yeah.
it might be redefining the relationship between the wife and the husband, or it
Mm,
might be the way the mother wants her son to look at her,
mm,
recognize her, reward her.
yeah,
So those were the things which ultimately we got
mm,
for every category, every brand which we were discovering, and we never
mm.
saw those reflections happening in the
Yes,
communications, in the TV communications at
yeah.
that point of time.
Yeah. As you were talking about the technique, Arindam, I was
Yeah.
really transported to a point in time, when I was actively involved in this. And
Yes.
Arindam, I can say that I realized the power of a conversation then,
Yeah.
how powerful a conversation can be. Like it's almost an alchemy going on
Yes.
between two people, and they both come
Exactly.
out a little changed, you know.
Yes. True.
Oh God, this is so powerful. I'm rediscovering with you as you are, I'm kind of revisiting it. This is such a powerful thing. And like you said,
Right.
communication, if that starts capturing that depth of
Yes.
understanding, uh,
That's true.
what an asset a brand can build.
Right.
But
No, very true.
so real data and coming from the consumers. And the best thing is you don't have to interpret. It just starts, coming out. And
Yes.
especially the emotional payoffs. They were
Right.
so human. They were so moving, like you
Yeah.
just said, like a mother wants the child to look at her differently,
Yes.
acknowledge
Yes.
me, and I
True.
am with the times, or things like that,
Yeah.
So this is so
No, I've
powerful.
seen this like if you take the most of today's brands, which are, let's say, all tech brands,
Mm,
or that kind of stuff. But whatever the tech brands, whatever they're doing and all that. But I
mm,
see the most human of the stories which are actually happening when they are embracing the technology. Yeah.
mm, mm,
If somebody is getting into, for example, edutech, yeah, if some
mm,
family, some mother son getting into edutech,
mm,
the critical incident is not about, like, what the tech can deliver, what the video can deliver, what the interactive way of learning can be,
mm,
but it is much more about, like, probably the mother's intention for the child is like, how can I push him forward to become the top ranking student in the class, yeah, and what would be the
mm.
contribution of me at home for
Yeah.
that particular thing, yeah.
Yeah.
Or even if it is about, like, the most modern experiential education,
Mm,
what is the actual thing going on in the mind of the consumer, of the mother or the father in this case,
mm,
to make sure that the child has a bright future tomorrow, yeah.
mm, mm,
And it is those emotional nuances which rule the entire choice, entire thing, even if product is, or a service is being sold at a certain premium, that
mm,
entire premium might just come not because of the value adds. Of course they are important, but
mm,
it's always like, what is the status uplift which she and he
mm,
has in his or her mind,
mm.
just because of the service which they are supposed to, or like they're going to adopt.
Yeah.
And it is that, like, the status uplift is like equivalent to probably,
Mm.
1,000 rupees uplift in the price of the service,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. And it doesn't even, like sometimes marketing is criticized for being gimmicky or exploitative. But if we see that
Right.
this is also value, like in the
Yes.
value exchange, if you are making
Right.
me feel like higher in status, that is also some value I derived as a
Yes.
human being. So,
Mm.
why not?
And that is most important, actually. And
Hmm.
that is most important. Whatever, in moment marketing we do, but if
Hmm.
we have to survive as a brand for the long term,
Hmm.
unless we build those relationships
Hmm.
from day one,
Hmm.
none of our businesses are actually going to, like typically break even in 3 years, and then grow profits in 5 years. So whether
Hmm.
it's startup or it's established
Hmm.
MNCs, or whether it's like new brands, tech brands, or like the traditional brands,
Yeah.
we still have to really
Hmm.
get back to that story and make that story as our hero,
Hmm.
because there's no way out of it, even in
Yeah.
market research,
Yeah.
real-time research, whatever we talk about it, yeah.
Absolutely. Story is a, shortcut, a sense
Yes.
making device for the brain. So,
Yeah.
might as well use it. Otherwise, until unless,
Yeah.
yeah, actually. So
Yeah, and
now,
it's like also like just one say. So
yeah.
the point is that we continuously need to hear these stories, and
Hmm.
it is only when you continuously hear stories you get patterns in stories. So it's like
Hmm.
not just one story, but like, because if you are serving a billion consumer kind of a brand, yeah,
Yeah.
you need to hear a substantial amount of stories, and like while you hear stories and you are immersed in that world, you see the patterns unfurled, and then you actually build stereotypes, uh, or you see the stereotypes which are being broken or reinforced. And
Hmm.
the other hand, we are therefore thinking of archetypes for the brand, or for like even from the for the community, or like
Hmm.
even working through influencer strategies and all that.
Hmm.
So it's very important to keep on hearing stories rather than just doing like qualitative research of 25 interviews and all that.
Hmm.